Cancer Treatment Centers of America is built on a culture of customer satisfaction, primarily that the patient is the first and only thing we deal with. If you look at what our stakeholders have and need, one of the things we do in this culture is we want to make sure you have the tools that are necessary to do your job. We created an all-digital environment so we can enable you the opportunity to have the information you need at your fingertips. My job is to make your job better. If you don't have the tools and if you don't have the things you need to do your job, then it gets frustrating. If I do my job of making sure you have what you need to do your job, then the ultimate goal is you will then be able to take care of the patient, which is what we're here for.
It's a unique word, stakeholders, and when I first came to Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I asked that question myself, what makes a stakeholder different from an employee? And an employee, in my opinion, comes to work and does a good job or a great job. A stakeholder at Cancer Treatment Centers of America comes to work with that passion in their heart. They're patient-focused. They have a stake in the company. We have very low turnover rate. People come here and they stay. They go home feeling that they've made a difference in someone's life. That's a stakeholder versus an employee.
My husband and I have been with Cancer Treatment Centers of America for almost 5 years now. And the consistency of care and compassion, heartfelt compassion of each and every stakeholder has had an impact on us because we're so loved and taken care of.
In fact, I hear patients say sometimes, where do you find people that work here? Because everybody's so happy. You really get that family feeling, total team spirit. We're all on the same mission, and it's just a wonderful place to work.
I have just an exceptional team of pharmacists and technicians that are innovative and exciting to work with and just great personalities. When CTCA opened and I heard about the mother standard of care and just the unique philosophy that the buildings have, that our founders have, I knew it was for me.
The mother standard of care means treating every person at the hospital, be it a patient, a stakeholder, a caregiver, as if it was one of your loved ones. It was your mother, it was your daughter, it was your wife. Really understanding, treating them as if they are the most important person and trying to meet every expectation that they have.
For the most part though, you know, what we really want in someone is that heart. Someone who takes their time with the patient, who looks that patient in the eye, gives them a hug when a hug is needed or holds their hand when they think that's appropriate, give great quality care but also give a huge part of their heart.
I remember coming in for an appointment after when I first started treatment. I remember coming in and talking to one of the nurses and I told her that, sorry, I felt really privileged to be able to come here because the people were really nice. Everyone's very professional. Anyone here, you come in and they're smiling at you, what can I do for you? I love just to come here. I said after treatment I'm going to come in just so I can say hi to everybody.
At one time I was just feeling weary and an employee out of nowhere came up and consoled me, and the hand that she gave me at that time was just what I needed, and she didn't know it, I didn't know it, but it just happened. CTCA takes care of the employees because the employees themselves have to take care of each other, who then in turn take care of the patients. And that requires a lot of strength, and it doesn't matter which department it's in. You feel warmed and welcomed, and everybody is so supportive. It's a team effort.
I've worked at other organizations, having worked with the United States Navy, and worked at Abbott Laboratories and some big corporations, but I find the family feeling is more here than other places.
A lot of people in my orientation have said, oh, this doesn't even seem real, this is too good to be true. But being from the patient side, I've seen that it is true, and now being a stakeholder in CTCA, I can also say it's true, so it's not unreal.
You know, in my opinion, and you know, I've interviewed many people, and I've seen a lot of applicants, a lot of resumes, and had a lot of interviews. What we can offer these individuals is we constantly have training here. We train our nurses to be cross-trained in critical care or chemotherapy certifications. We're always offering people the opportunity for higher education. We like investing in our stakeholders. We know that if we invest in them, they in turn are going to invest in the patients, and so it's a win-win situation in that case.
We understand that patient is first. Trying to get that patient through their day is first, and we all focus on that very same thing.
I didn't realize, because when I was going for treatment, I thought it was just you get chemo and you go home. There's so many different areas. But I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities for anybody that wants to work here.
If you really understand the philosophy behind patient care, then yes, I would say, yeah, do apply, because we do carry that feeling here.
If you look at what we do in healthcare today in general, more and more people are understanding or trying to realize the physicians are the customers, when in fact it's the patients that's the customer. Our culture focuses on there's only one important thing, and that's the patient. What we do for the patient is always and only about the patient. That makes a difference in healthcare. When you're a patient and you want to come into any hospital, you don't want people worried about other things going on in their lives. You want them focused on your care.